Yo, what's going on? It's your man Rick the Dawn. Welcome back to some more Coromon gameplay. So I have to set the scene just a little bit. The last time I was playing, there was an issue with the audio, and unfortunately, I lost that episode. But the good news is I'm right back, and I'm playing on. Now, I do want to kind of give you a heads up on what you missed in that last episode. I was in the cave to locate Thomas, and I actually found Thomas. And, once I went outside of the cave, he was kidnapped. All right, so that's what you missed. Thomas was kidnapped. All right. In fact, he was kidnapped from this very space that I'm standing on right now by 3 masked goons. All right, they kidnapped the kid because they were looking for this thing called a essence locator, and he didn't want to give it up because he gave it to me. I have the essence locator in my bag, but they don't know that, so they kidnapped him and jumped into a black hole. All right, so at this particular point, I'm going inside the Buzzlet lab to let them know what happened. Finally, help has arrived. There's a horrible creature tearing down the lab. Do you see this damage? That thing is summoned some sort of small black hole. I've never seen a Coromon like that in my entire. Rick, you got a strong squad, right? The beast is still smashing up the lab. Please try to subdue it. I'll do my best. So, I think the goons that I'm talking about unleashed this Coromon inside the lab, and that lab is being basically destroyed by that particular Coromon. Lumon appears, so it looks like I will be the one that has to get this crazy thing under control, and I have just the tools to do it. All right, that is my newest attack, and it seems to be extremely effective. All right. Wow, that one move decreased both my attack and my defense, so got to be careful here. Wow. Whoa. That significantly decreased my offense. And wow, what a huge hit that was. So this particular move is absolutely devastating. But he doesn't have a lot of stamina. Wow, his attacks are not really effective. So whatever they use is pretty strong. I think it went from, oh wow, it knocked him down. Okay, I like that. That was pretty cool. I think this burns it, right? All right, I might have to get RJ out of here, man, because this woman is doing real damage because of, let me see, maybe I can let's get RJ out. Let's not play Russian roulette here. Let's bring Menace in. I want to see if Menace can take this thing down. Menace is still pretty new. He hasn't really got a lot of battles under his belt. Woo! All right, that took quite a bit of energy. And yeah, let's just say I'm not happy with that. And that could have taken him out. And wow, that was very underwhelming. Very underwhelming. I'm going to take Menace out. Menace did not hold his own. Let's see if Nitro can knock this thing down. Probably could have let Menace finish that fight because he leveled up to get his stamina back. That could have been the opening to just take him out. But I didn't want to take chances with Menace, honestly. Oh, wow. He took another rest. Interesting. Wow, this thing was pretty strong defensively because that tail slap only took away 2 HP. And that's not good. Not good at all, actually. It fled. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Rick, I'm glad you arrived when you did. You scared it off before it could harm our Buzzlet. T. Thomas, did you ever find my dear Thomas? Is he waiting outside? Well, about that. The ones who attacked the lab, apparently they were after the essence locator. And Thomas refused to give it to them, so they took Thomas instead. They unleashed a monster in my lab. Then they abducted his Thomas. Oh no. I just need a moment. All right, so he's very upset about Thomas being abducted. This is bad. Think, Nicola, think. We need to act immediately. Where could they have taken Thomas? What would anyone want with the essence locator? The Titan essence. What if they plan to steal the Titan essence as well? We must activate the power tower security measures at once. There, let's hope we're still in time. We must ensure the safety of Vaultgore right away. Rick, are you up for the task? Can you check the the top of the power tower? Of course, I will go. Be careful though. Thomas often came back bruised from his research trips to the top. Don't worry, I got this. So this power tower more than likely has a lot of battles that I'll have to win on my route to the very top. And I think it's important right now to go to the hospital and level up or regain the energy that I lost in those few fights there. And by the way, let's do this first before I get off task here. By the way, I'm going to keep Shocky with me because Shocky is a level 8 and I would like him to be at least a level 10. All right, so we're going to keep him with the squad. And they're asking me to go to the top of the power tower. But before I do that, I'm actually going to take a little pit stop and go back into the cave. And here's why. I had not really finished taking care of business inside the cave. So I'm going to actually swap RJ and Shocky so that Shocky can get a couple fights under his belt while we're in the cave. And I can choose to jump right to the lab that Thomas was locked in. But since I've already saved Thomas, there's really no real point in going that far back. All right, so here's an opportunity to get Shocky a couple battles that he could possibly win. I won't. All right, this is a level 7. Shocky should be able to do some work here. All right, I'm going to do inner peace to level up my attack. Both the offense and defense increases when he does it. I didn't know that. That was good. I didn't realize that. And we took a significant amount of energy away. But wow, that scratch is pretty effective. All right, let's get Shocky out. Shocky is not really about that life. Can we agree on that? He's not about that life. He's still pretty raw, pretty young. And that was the main reason why I wanted to bring him along, because I felt like I can get a couple fights with him and allow him to level up a little bit. See, that scratch doesn't do anything to Nitro. All right, pimp slap once, pimp slap twice. Say no. All right, so we're just trying to level up Shocky to at least a level 10. And I think that'll make me happy and, I'll be ready to rock and roll. I'm taking RJ out of point guard because I just really want some of these other Coromon to get their hands dirty a little bit. Or should I bring them back? Maybe I'll bring them back. I'll bring them back. All right, because at the end of the day, I do want RJ to be my strongest Coromon, and I don't mind if he is. That's kind of the point. And we're going to get back into this cave here because we had not really seen every part of the cave. We hadn't done that yet. And I don't want to leave the cave and start going on the power tower until I can pretty much guarantee that I've, pretty much did my due diligence here inside the cave and found everything I need to find. What I probably should be doing is letting some of the other Coromon take the lead so that perhaps they can level up every time I get caught up into a battle. But then I feel like I'll get kind of caught up in doing the wrong things. I'll be worrying about leveling up when I'm just trying to figure out if I've missed anything inside the cave. And also, I would probably have to continue to keep going back to, get my energy back, because battles do deplete energy, unfortunately. All right, so here we are, and we're going to see if we missed anything. I'm not exactly sure. I think I got everything or most things, but I'll be lying if I told you I knew for sure. I don't know. And these are not easy fights, by the way. That particular Coromon is a 11, and that wouldn't be a fast and easy fight, in my opinion. That'll be a pretty difficult fight, actually. All right, here we are. We're inside. We've beat all these Coromon researchers, so no real threat there. I just don't know exactly what to expect as I move throughout this particular cave. I feel like there's a couple spaces that I didn't look into just yet. That would have been a good fight for one of my Coromon, because that Coromon is pretty low level 8. See, there's a crate right there. You saw that? So that's my point. I feel like I missed a lot of spots that I can't miss. I need to go back and thoroughly inspect this cave to make sure I got everything I wanted to get. I might have went up when I could have went down. Like, I don't even think I went down here. So this is all new territory, unless I'm mistaken, of course. But I think I intentionally skipped this particular space inside the cave. So a lot of lumen down here. I already have one of these, so not necessarily looking to get any more. It is a level 12. That could potentially be something I want. All right, nothing really down here. Not what I thought I would find down here. Just some exploration that leads to some really good, fruits and stuff like that. So you do want to get that kind of stuff. Let's not be ridiculous. I probably should be knocking these things out for the simple fact that RJ probably could beat these things in one punch. But that's beyond the point. That's beyond the point for me. I want to keep the episode moving and grooving. All right. Wait, you saw that? So I'm just kind of just weaseling my way through this cave. RJ probably can knock this thing out in one punch. Oh, crap. Did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. I was trying to see if I got it, not necessarily jump. All right, I hate games like this where it's like a zillion different places you can go, because you just get lost naturally. You forget where you came from. But I have a decent idea of where I am inside the cave, believe it or not. All right. What is over here? I forgot if I went this way. I think this is where the ladder was. So before I go this way, I might choose to go up those stairs just to do a little peek to make sure everything is what it's supposed to be. This thing is doing... I should just punch this thing in the face since it's a level 7, for crying out loud. Okay, wait a minute. So this is a little different. I'm getting some vibes here as if I didn't see this. I do wish I can walk around without being thrown into battle. Perhaps I'll look and see if I have any type of items that will allow me to walk around freely. I just want to walk around freely for just a moment without being caught and brought into a fight every 2 seconds, because it's getting a little ridiculous. Goodness gracious. Repels Coromon weaken than your leading squad. Remember, for 3 minutes. 3 minutes is a long time, and I might need every bit of those 3 minutes. Let's just use this for crying out loud so I can move around. My Coromon, my lead Coromon is a 23. So that means not a lot of Coromon in this particular area are at 23, meaning I should be able to walk around without any problem whatsoever, because these Coromon are nowhere near 23 in this cave. Is this a fight? Where does this guy come from? Wow. See, this is why I'm glad I came back, because I didn't even see this stuff. And she's sitting at a Coromon that I've never even seen before. All right, let's just beat the brakes off these things, man. Or should I give some of my other Coromon an opportunity to get a run? Maybe I can send RJ to weaken the Coromon and then bring in somebody like Nitro. Wow, so... Oh, wow. This Coromon's going to have some problems. If that's his strongest attack, it took one hit power away. That's not good. This thing is throwing snowballs at a fire breathing dragon. All right. Well, you get an E for effort. All right, good. It didn't kill it. So what I would like to do is spread the wealth a little bit. And you can make the argument that I'm about to make a bad decision here by swapping out, because Nitro is going to obviously get attacked. But I'm trying to jump in, or I'm trying to get Nitro leveled up a little bit. But I think we're good with these weak attacks that he's throwing. that's not going to be enough to do any real damage. But Nitro is so weak, but he's so strong, if that makes sense. Like, woo, Nitro got poison. That's weak. That's whack. So it looks like if you just touch this thing, you can get, you know. All right, didn't like that. I don't like the fact that Nitro can get poison. He grew to level 14. I'm waiting for that evolution to happen, or I'm waiting for that. There it is. Finally. Okay, this is why I was using Nitro, for this exact reason. All right, pierce the target with flaming horns. Now that is going to be the Nitro that I want to use. All right, he is suffering from poison, so I might go ahead and get him out because I don't want to play games. Oh, I hate this Coromon. This is one of the most difficult Coromon to battle. I actually may get I might get Beezy involved. Beezy seems to handle this little crab. I fought this crab once or twice already. Beezy seems to be able to bang with this crab a little bit better. But let me tell you something. This little crab is a tough cookie. All right, because of that move right there. And it can hit more than once. Now, you notice it hit twice and almost killed Beezy in one go. So I don't like the crab. I need to get one of these freaking things because they are super strong. All right, super strong. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get Beezy out of there. I feel like Beezy could easily get knocked off. We don't want that to happen. I'm a little nervous in putting Menace in there. Menace be getting knocked off so easily. And he's a level 12. I might be running a risk by putting him in, but forget it. Let's just. What do you think I should do? I don't even know. Let's put RJ in and see if we can weaken this freaking crab. I think putting, Menace in there, he might get knocked off in one punch. All right, he's using Toughen Up, and his defense has decreased. I hate that because what it does is when I do something like this, it doesn't hurt that much. But this little move right here is like so impactful. Look how much energy it's taking upon every hit. It's extremely effective. Let's see if what this thing's weakness is. All right, that was moderately effective. All right, it hit one time, but look how much damage it did. Like, this thing is terrifying. I can't even stress it enough. And as far as weaknesses are concerned, it takes more damage from electricity, fire, and snow. So I'm going to restore some points for RJ because I see that he's getting beat down. All right, so we're going to restore some points here in hopes that this is enough to take the game back. Look at how many points this thing takes. This is insane. Like, this is crazy. I'm going to use another one for the simple fact that this thing is just draining energy. And this could be a losing battle, man. I don't see the point here because every time I level up or I eat a cake, he gets a free punch. And then he can just hit it right back down. So you just got to hope that RJ can sustain a little bit. All right, that was a little bit better, but not much better. And then the barrage didn't do much of anything at all. All right, that hit one time. And let's see, let's go back to our items. We got to keep RJ in good health because this is a tough battle here for sure. And that's his only move. But quite frankly, it's the only move he needs. Look at how much energy that thing takes, man. It's crazy how effective that is. And RJ is really the only Coromon I have that can beat this Pinsir. This Pinsir, or Fiddly, whatever you want to call it, it is easily the toughest Coromon I've battled so far. All right, but that's where he loses his power when he uses the scratch. That's just not going to do it. Maybe I should just go straight slam. All right, that was a little bit more effective. Gets 3 hits every time. That's insane. And I hope I get the hit first. It looks like the Pinsir had an extra, like a free hit. All right, so we're able to beat this Coromon, but I'm just like scratching my head where this person even came from. They came out of the shadows for one. Beezy grew to level 14, so at least that came out of it. And he has the double sting. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. And we got another milestone, so that's more. Tomorrow, I have to give her credit. she has that freaking fiddly, and that pincer attack can hit up to 3 times. It is a terrifying attack. And as you can see, despite my Coromon being so much more leveled up than hers, she had like a level, what was that, 16 or 14? Whereas RJ is a level 23 and still almost lost. If it were not for the fact that I was able to, like, you know, use a little level up things, that would have been a loss for me. And that would have been highly embarrassing. Okay, so RJ is struggling right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him out of point guard and put in Menace against my better judgment. And we're going to take this ladder up. I think that we've been here before. I shouldn't encounter any battles that I'm not prepared for. And I believe that the 3-minute thing is still working. But now I'm using a much smaller, a lower level Coromon. So these Coromon might actually be able to activate. This probably is going to be a 12 or 13 exactly. So with RJ at the point, I was able to avoid a lot of battles because he's at 23. And there's no 23s down here. So what I'm going to do is see if I can put RJ back at the point and see if that kind of keeps some of these battles off for just a moment. If not, then I wasted that particular scent. All right, this is where I found Thomas. And it feels good just being able to walk around, man. Goodness gracious. They get a little intense with the battles. This is where I was able to find him. And here's the problem. There's one small wait, is there's a ladder right there. Here's the problem. All right, this should allow me to go back to the entrance. I'm gonna say yes. So I did this on purpose because I have to go back to the space where it allows me to heal my Coromon. That pincer is lethal. It beat the brakes off of my Coromon. Even RJ, who's supposed to be the GOAT. But man, you saw it, right? You saw that battle. That was not pretty. We got exposed, man. One Coromon was able to do it. And that is how important it is to make sure your Coromon have effective moveset, because it can make all the difference. All right, so I still have Shocky, and it might be a good idea to remove it, but I'm not going to do that just yet because I do want that Shocky to get to a level, what is it, a level 10 or higher. I don't know if I like the Shocky being such a low level Coromon. All right, so the scent is actually still working. I can see it up in the top right corner. So that scent is actually still effective. So I'm going to keep RJ at the point just so we don't get activated into any pointless battles while in the cave. And I'm going to go right back to that lab and then go down that ladder to see if there's anything worth finding there. I'm not even sure if I've been down here, if I'm being honest. No, I haven't. Okay, good. So this is why I didn't go to the power tower immediately, because as you can see, there's still some fun things to encounter down here. Oh, wow, cool. So it takes me to the entrance. This is the entrance, right? Nice. Okay, I like that. I like that. That was perfect. That was perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go right back in and I'm going to put Shocky at the point, and I'm going to take a few battles while inside. I think the entrance level or the entrance area has some easier battles. Okay, so I can probably get a couple easy battles in for Shocky just to level him up. I don't want to fight Armado though. Armado is actually a pretty strong Coromon and very difficult to hurt. So what I'm gonna do is let's let Nitro. Well, let's get Menace involved. Menace should be able to beat Armado pretty handily. So this is just a little quick run where I can allow some of my Coromon to level up. Menace, I haven't really tested him yet to see what he's really capable of. I'm not impressed yet. I'll say it that way. I'm not impressed yet. I feel like Menace is going to be better later. Right now, not so much. All right, we got a lot of moves here. Let's see. What is there anything that can work? They use the left side of Mighty Roar, decreasing the attack. I like this move because it can lower the attack of the opposer. And that could be extremely effective. So it only took away 2 hit power. So that's actually a good thing there. I like that. And the Hypno Wave can make them drowsy. So this is a good opportunity to see what Menace can really do. If you do that, it makes them drowsy. And what does making the Coromon drowsy do exactly? We have to figure that out. They use Scratch, and it only took away 2 hit power. See, this is why Menace is such a strong Coromon. He can affect the game psychologically. All right. So the only problem though is that he's not leveled up. So this is why I'm going to take some of these fights right now to level him up. But his power doesn't do a lot of damage. But I hope that, let me see. Okay, look at that. That took away 1 HP. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It missed. Come on, bro. Not good. Not good at all. All right, his critical hit chance increased. And guess what? We're going to counter that with the Mighty Roar. So this is a real chess match here. And it didn't take much away. I'm going to now use the... What does this move do? All right. With a 20% chance to make him hazy. So this is a hit. And it gives the opportunity to make the opponent hazy, which I'm assuming gives me a free hit. All right. That took away 3 XP. And it was a critical hit. This is the most pettiest fight ever. All right. That took away 3. He's not going to beat my menace. That's the good news. That's the good news. All right, that was a good fight. I mean, an anticlimactic fight is what we would call that. But Shocky grew to level 10, which was perfect. Shocky didn't even have to fight in that battle to actually level up, which was great. Just because he was the point guard, I believe, isn't Shocky yeah, Shocky's the point guard, so he was able to get some of those points just by default. I'm okay with that. All right, I'm just doing my due diligence. I went this way. I just want to make sure I went everywhere I need to go. I had to go that way because that's why that crate is open. I'm just making sure I didn't leave anything in here because that would suck. I think I've pretty much covered this entire space. All right, this is a Shock Coromon versus a Shock Coromon. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to get him out of there. And let's go ahead and get Night. Wait, who's still at 13? Let's get Rocky involved. Rocky is still low level. And Shocky just leveled up to a 10. So technically, I could probably pull him and put him back in the storage unit because I got pretty much what I needed from him. And this is also an opportunity for me to test a few things out. All right, so he has the scent. The user identifies the skills the target is using. And concentrate. All right, raising its critical hit. Let's try concentrate. There's no way this Buzzle is going to hurt Rocky on the first attack. That's just not going to happen. All right, we're going to use the concentrate, which is going to raise the critical hit power. And this is the move I've been wanting to get for a while. He's using Toughen Up, which means he's really preparing for an attack. This is the cut. Right? Oh, it missed. That's ridiculous, by the way. Can I just point that out? All right, it's shocked, but it didn't hit initially. That's the hit I've been waiting. That's what I've been wanting to use for a while. All right, let me tell you. That is what I've been wanting to use for a while. Even with his Toughen Up, that attack is so vicious. When I fought against a evolved Motto, it was a terrible experience. So the Fiddler or Fiddly, the little crab, and the leveled up Rocky is my 2 least favorite opponents to fight. And that move right there you just saw is the reason why. Another milestone, so that's more, leveling up. So, yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just going through this cave, making sure everything is tidy, Shocky versus this. I don't know if I want, maybe I'll throw a little fight here. I just need this thing to level up for crying out loud. This is a Shock or Electric Coromon versus another one. And I'm not sure if this is even a good fight. Oh, crap. Good hit. All right, so they're pretty much even for the most part. I did increase I do like that move increases the defense and the offense. I think that's really cool. Woo! Okay, that was a very effective hit. Got to watch out for that. And hopefully... All right, we got to get Shocky out of here. That was what I wanted to happen. I wanted Shocky to come in and get a little bit of a little bump, as we call it. And that's exactly what happened. Got a little bit of bump, and I'm going to get him out of there. He should get some XP overall. We're going to get Rocky in there. Rocky is a rock, man. You can't really do much to him. His defense is top tier. But this move right here is just so effective. Not this one, but watch this. This little pimp slap. That right there, it always does the job. It's crazy how effective that attack is. Like, not many Coromon will be able to, withstand that particular attack. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put RJ back at the point, and I'm going to, rely on the scent so I can move around freely. I don't want to fight as many times as I'm fighting. A couple fights here and there are cool, but I don't want to fight every 2 seconds, which is what's happening. All right, and okay, if there's nothing there and the scent has worn off, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use another scent to do the exact same thing so I can move around freely. I just want to explore this cave a little bit more without having to fight every 2 seconds. And I should be able to do that now. All right. And I think I pretty much covered every spot in here. So there shouldn't be any spots I haven't looked into yet. All right. I really believe I got everything now. I'm starting to get that feeling like, okay, there's nothing really much to explore. But I am going to check one more area. Look at this. Did I go down here yet? I should have bought it. I think so. Yeah, I did. I've been down here several times, actually. It's just such a, it's so many areas in the cave, and you just don't want to miss something because, you're not expecting all these different. Okay, that's just that area. Okay, cool. It's so many places in here. But I think we've pretty much covered everything. So I'm happy with that. All right, there's okay, you go up here. Okay, maybe that's pretty much all that's in here. And I'm probably in a different place than what I think I'm at. I'm thinking I'm somewhere else that I'm not. That's my point. That's why I was going back, because I'm like, there's just so much in this freaking cave. Okay. All right. I don't see much there, so I think we already covered that. And this is where I thought I was, but I was in a whole different area. So that's how crazy this place is. I'm not gonna go back this way. I think it's this way I want to go. It's just such an extensive area, man. But I had to see it through, And it feels great to be able to maneuver this area without having to fight every 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. I love fights, but in this cave, you can't avoid it. Usually if you walk in the grass, you have to fight, but in this stage or this area, you have to fight just walking around. And I get why they did it, because it's a cave and, it's like wild bats and animals. You might run into a fight. I get all that. But goodness gracious. And by the way, they missed a golden opportunity to have like a bat Coromon, right? There should be some kind of bat Coromon, but you don't see that here. I haven't seen one. All right, we've already fought all these guys. And I got to look up here because I feel like it's a spot I missed in here. I keep getting that sensation like, hey, you missed a spot. I keep getting that sensation, and I'm not exactly sure why. I'm going to go this way. And, okay, there's nothing. Okay, that makes me feel better. If there's nothing that way, then I probably have covered every spot within the cave. And at that particular, at this point, I feel comfortable pretty much leaving. All right. I was like, that would have been a bad situation if she locked me into a fight. I am not in the condition right now to take on any new Coromon battles. I'm just really, really mixing it up as far as my direction. How about that one fight? Wait, what? I shouldn't be pulled into any fights right now. Unless you're trying to tell me this is a level 7. What's the point? Should I just knock this thing out already? Like, RJ is right here. Let's just knock it out. I mean, why not? It's a level 7 trying to fight a level 23 MJ. And we took 173 HP, or XP. So, yeah, I'll take that any day of the week. Maybe, it ran out. That's what happened. The scent ran out. Let's use another one. I don't even use these scents like that because I like fighting, but not in this cave. This cave is a little brutal, so we will use it in this case. All right, I think we've covered all ground, and at that particular point, I am ready to progress with the story. I just have to find my way out of here. But I think I've pretty much covered everything. I don't see any area that I haven't covered yet. I just had to look, and I'm sure if you're a gamer, you get it. That chick over there was like really hiding out. I can't believe it, yo. It was crazy. I feel like so offended that she thought she was gonna beat me too. She almost beat me. Like if I didn't have those cakes, RJ would have been knocked off. Let's be real. All right, I think I know where I'm going. Don't believe me because I have no idea. So no, I think I know where I'm going. I'm not joking. I just gotta find one more. It's like I know when I'm going in the right direction. I just gotta find that one little what do you call it? You know what I'm saying, right? That one little indicator, like, oh, here it is. This is what I'm talking about. So when I see this, I know I'm going the right direction because I know how to get to where I'm trying to go from here. And then I'm going to just use the fast travel out. Boom. All right. Yeah. So I knew I was going in the right area for the most part. I'm just going to go this way just to make sure everything got, collected. And it should be the little lab over here. All right. That redhead girl was a good fight too. And we're going back to the lab that Thomas was locked in so that we can fast travel out. And I don't believe there's anything in here that we need to get. So I'm not going to waste too much time here. Perfect. So that went pretty well. This should take us back to the entrance. And now I know for a fact that I've pretty much gathered everything. Plus, I was able to get a nice couple fights in for my Coromon and level up just a little bit. But now they're telling me that I have to go to the power tower. And I think it's smart for me to bring out some of my stronger Coromon so that I'm prepared and equipped for what might come my way. So let's make a slight adjustment. I'm going to deposit the Shocky Coromon. Now that it's a level 10, it's no longer below 10. And that's one of my requirements. Well, you know what? Maybe I should get it above 10 before I deposit it. One of my requirements is to be a 10 or higher. I would like it to be a 11. I think most of my Coromon are 11 or higher, making Shocky my lowest Coromon. And I'm not really happy with that because I feel like Shocky will be a problem once he levels up. So if there's some easier battles out there, I do want him to get those fights. All right, but let's make sure everything is... Wait, I deposited him. I didn't mean to do that. But I would like to also just go ahead and take a quick look at the Coromon that I have in my unit. So let's just see what we have in here. We got a lot of different, Coromon. And I think, like I said, Shocky is the low. Well, we got a Weasel that's a 10. So maybe we don't have to worry about that right now. See, what moves does he have? I've never fought with this Dusty thing. I think his moves are really terrible, though. Yeah, you see his moveset? I want to use this Sludge. This thing is pretty dope. All right, we'll at some point make a little run with some of my weaker Coromon. But right now, going into an area where I'm not exactly sure what to expect, maybe it's best to come with the best team possible. All right, this is the best team that I can assemble right now. So let's run with this team. And they say the power tower, which I'm assuming is this little tower off to the side of the map. I saw it earlier, and then I just kind of like ignored it. But it might be time to go check it out. You see the little vault sign, so that must tell you that that's exactly where we're supposed to go. All right. So little maze, actually, trying to get up this freaking, this has to be it. I wouldn't. This has to be the power tower right here, y'all. All right. So look, Mafia family, this is about where I want to stop because obviously when I walk inside this building, anything can happen. So I'm going to stop here. If you want to see what happens when I go inside the power tower to see if we can figure out what happened with Thomas, you don't want to miss the next episode. Throw a like on the video, Mafia family. I hope you enjoy just diving inside that cave, getting everything cleared out, a couple good battles, and that's going to be pretty much what I want to do for this episode. But the next one is going to be jumping, so you don't want to miss it. Peace.